Don't give up. Lapses in life happen. Don't give up this time. If you do, you will again land up repeating a cycle you are habituated to doing something in a certain way. Because of this, some people have taken advantage of you in your life. This person that you feel so drawn to and sense such a deep bond is because your trauma is recreated with this person. You feel connected because you are connected to that trauma. I will give you the biggest difference between intuition and wishful thinking. And the reason why I am talking about it here is because you are getting confused. Intuition can be uncomfortable. Sometimes I can push you to take some tough decisions. Wishful thinking stems from familiarity, and hence what you know and understand is comfortable. The karma here is not for you to stay where you are. Karma clearing will only happen if you do what your intuition is telling you, which can be quite tough. There is a reason why this behavior is attractive to you. Have outlined it for you. This person is also highly pulled towards you because of their own trauma. Understand that the tendency to want to go back to a place which don't make you happy is karmic. Remember one thing in life. There are so many people who would like to sell their products to you. They wouldn't care if you need it or you don't need it. It's up to you if you want to buy it or not. My child, no thought. Things happen for a reason, although it may not be what we want. These challenges we face in our daily life have been mainly to help us grow and to make us focus on our priorities. Getting caught up on the situation from the surface will not help you, but will distract you. The message is clear focus on what you feel in your heart and what is being given to you. If you agree, type Amen. Dig deep inside your heart center, and you will see the truth and light. Set yourself on love and light. It will help you see the truth. Ask God to lead your path. Having trust and faith will help you get through anything. This is the time to release and surrender anything that is holding you back or preventing you from moving forward and finding true happiness back in your life. Dear souls, know that. Let your heart be open to exploring all the possibilities that love can hold. At this time, opportunities are opening up for soul connections, both new and old, to develop into deeper bonds. Dear souls, know that. Let your heart be open to exploring all the possibilities that love can hold. At this time, opportunities are opening up for soul connections, both new and old, to develop into deeper bonds. Whilst your soul longs to connect, it can only truly connect at a deep level if the gateway to the heart is open. Whilst romance is on the cards or developing for some, there are other connections with others, souls in your soul family that will enter your life, who you can build good friendships with in the coming months and years. You will be meeting them soon. Whatever hardship you have been through with relationships, be they romantic, friendships, or family, remember, not all connections will end up with broken hearts, rejection, or betrayal. There can be very fulfilling relationships when the heart is open and ego doesn't take the lead. So let your heart to open to explore the possibilities of what is to come. Let these connections deepen. Take some time today to honor your beauty. it's easy to find fault with ourselves, whether it's weight, height, physical attributes. Comparison to others we feel are beautiful, but how much time is spent finding the beauty we hold both externally and internally? Take a look in the mirror today and identify 3 things about you, externally and internally, that are beautiful. Let that inner criticism go and instead celebrate the beauty you hold. God says, focus on what matters the most. Choosing self-love, this will attract romantic love, enhancing your relationship. The love will flourish, and you will begin to attract positivity all around you, confirming that beautiful light inside you. God saying, Spirit wants to remind you that when you fill your own cup up and find a happy place of independence and don't feel like you need another, that's when you truly align with love. Love always comes from within. So when we embody loving energy, we begin to attract more love into our lives. Someone hasn't been giving you attention, and you've been waiting for this to change. You know they are going through a hermit time where they want to rest more and reflect on what they want, rather than take lots of action. To start with, you felt confined by this, and perhaps there are still moments where you feel this connection holds you back. However, generally you have really worked on yourself during this Mercury, and now you feel much more comfortable shifting your focus away from this other person and focusing more on your own needs in building your empire. The Empress is successful in her own right. You've been through the hardest time, and you now have the perspective and balance to be able to detach and surrender. What's coming next? Well, eventually, things will be less confusing. The deeper you surrender, the more space there is for movement in your love life. Someone will show up at the right time, and because you're aligned with higher vibrations, this person will be the right person for you at that time. Try not to limit yourself by waiting for this one person to wake up. If it's meant to be them, then it will be. You never need to chase love. God says all you need to do is trust and surrender. Most of you are wishing for stability by it all means, career or love life, and you will receive this on time. It might not going to be exactly when you wanted, but you'll be so glad when it's happening. In the meantime, you're guided to make peace within yourself, others, as well as the situation. Ask the angels and your ancestor if you ever need help. You are protected, hence why sometimes you feel like someone is rejecting you. It's nothing to do with you, but it's just because not in the right time, and you're divinely protected. There's romance that keep blooming. Some of you are wondering how and why. Because the 3D situation, it looks like both of you are not together. Separation or distance. The Spirit is telling you to stop wondering, because this is just simple as true. Unconditional love. This is just the time for both of you to growth. Individually at first, before things shift. Hence why let the magic do the work. God says there are upgrading when it comes to your emotions. This will help you to understand and see things from the bigger picture as well. Some of you will become more mature in how to behave, react into something with your emotions. No doubt that there's a connection, playing their parts in your journey. This connection is something that meant to be to stay for many reasons. You know who's this person, the flowers. Keep growing and blooming, the emotions, and feeling keep developing despite whatever happens in your connection. Both of you are thinking and missing each other, but none of you are really take the action for it. Now, with that being said, the Spirit is giving you the abundance and blessing, hand to hand, directly to you. Would you take it, or would you just let yourself feeling heavy in your heart? God says the marriage of the mind and the emotions is bringing peace and satisfaction into your life. The subconscious mind is reconditioning to a state of satisfaction to grow from. This state of unification and partnership has opened a new door. Use logic to help make stepping over the threshold a priority. Choosing this shift is resurrecting you into a new beginning of emotional fulfillment. Protect and defend this exciting opportunity, especially against your own fears of success. The mind is your ally that can guide you to this state of bliss and wonderment. Choose to clear limiting beliefs and do what you love. With a clear mind and logical perception, you can continue forward into the new blessings ahead. God saying, Divine Feminine, you may be feeling bloated and extremely tired. You may be noticing you feel sluggish and are wanting to rest more than normal. There may be a lack of connection to your guides, and you have not been interested in connecting either. You may be seeing the odd synchronicity with numbers. Even theft does not faze you like before. You may have a lack of interest in your normal activities and are more focused on each day. You may feel like you're in a transition stage of life. You can't go back to the past you, and the future you is not yet seen. The divine wants you know things are in a stagnant stage, and how soon you will be seeing what is to come. It's about being patient. Trust this path you are on, even if it feels unfamiliar. You will see that it was all worth waiting for soon. Trusting the process new through the ebbs and flows. Everything is working out. Your angels say there are many life lessons in life we go through that includes tough love. And in order to be successful and have the ultimate love relationship, you must love yourself first. Love starts from within yourself. Never let anyone compare you or try to be something you're not. Because of that lack of love seed, it can be triggered over and over. This is when you need to say enough is enough. You are a beautiful and amazing soul. Inside and out, you are shining your light bright. This is the mentality to have and plant a new seed of empowerment and enlightenment. Remember, you have what it takes to accomplish your goals and manifest your dreams. Just believe in yourself and know that you got this. God's saying today for you, someone's going crazy and thinking about you day and night. This person is obsessed with you, and they could be overwhelmed with guilt and shame over their behavior in the past. They thought you were like everyone else, so they took you for a ride, but Now this same person is having nightmares, and they are worried as hell that they might lose you ever, since they saw your true inner beauty. They are also manifesting you in their life, especially at night, when they are trying to sleep. Your thoughts, pictures don't let this person sleep peacefully. They are anxious and afraid as hell. This person now has huge fear of rejection. They feel like you are too good to be true for them, and you might reject this person's offer. Hence, they are taking a long time to open up to you emotionally. There are new love beginnings coming your way before 20th May. This connection is helping you both grow and evolve. The passion/chemistry and intensity is lit. When your person offers you their cup of love, think twice before rejecting it, as you might be willing to wait for somebody better to come along. You can give this person a chance. It's up to you. Whatever worries or anxiety you have been facing are resolving soon. You will be focused on your creativity, and your self-confidence will shine through. If you are facing rejection, either in love or at workplace/in career, then believe that it's divine's protection and something better is on its way that will make you emotionally happy and contented. Someone on your mind is finally realizing that you are always thinking about them. This person stay awake till late night thinking about you. This person can be a night person, but now they're all alone time which they used to give on themselves. They are spending on you. Whenever this person think about you, or they get a thought of you, this person think about the past time you share together. You can be related to school, college, or same office, because whenever this person think about you, there are also some other people who came in their memory. This person badly wish to have things differently with you. They have a lot of regret and guilt regarding your past situation. This person took many hard overhead decisions which were keeping them happy at that time. And this person thought that it will be same in future also. But now they are realizing that they sacrifice real happiness for temporary comfort, even if you are in talking terms with them. They miss you. This person feel a strange change in your behavior, which is confusing them. It is possible that you put up some boundaries regarding this person or connection. Table turns really quickly here, because now they are obsessed about you, and you are focused on yourself. Type yes if you agree. God saying, feel it, sense it. What have envisioned and expected in your belly for so long may just totally be around the corner. Sometimes it feels it's been ages since you started asking for this, since you unlocked one step after the next, released one block after the other. Yes, life has changed. True love could be around the corner. Alignment in your work and purpose could be coming now at a level never attained before. Your constant devotion to the work is paying off. You deserve what's coming. Beauty like you've never seen is on approach. God saying, believe in your twin flame despite maybe seeing all evidence to the contrary. Why? Because when you believe, you create your outer reality with your thoughts, and your thoughts become filled with positivity, hope, and promise. You may notice yourself feeling different just after saying a positive statement to yourself, such as, "My twin flame loves me and is working his slasher. Way to me, but my twin flame will never change. It is impossible." You feel bad after you say it or think it but can't seem to stop. Well, you can stop. You can get yourself out of that pattern. You can only control you, not your twin, but by altering your thoughts. Thus, start by paying attention or even journaling these patterns. You will shift your outer reality, and that is a significant part of getting what you want in this journey. Nothing is impossible. And haven't we seen that being on this journey? No, because our minds have a hard time believing in what we have not seen with physical evidence. But look at all of this. We have been brought a twin flame in our life. Almost all of our journeys are similar in many ways, and patterns are very common. This happened to us and we never wouldn't believed it. This tells us anything is possible. I see hundreds asterisk of signs in my daily life, and sometimes it's still hard to believe all of this is, but I have these spiritual signs telling me that what you see is just a little taste of what is really out there. Beyond what we see, there is so much more. We have a whole team of spirit and guys loving and supporting us. So much beauty is beyond our awareness, and that's okay. We can know what's true, but we don't have to see it with our eyes. We can believe beyond what we see to what we know, and this will align us with our intuition, deepening more of the unknown to come before our physical awareness. Start by being conscious of our thoughts/beliefs, and this it is really important that we have an awareness of how we truly feel about this journey, our twin flames, and the thoughts we may consciously or subconsciously hold. This creates our outer reality for itself, so trust and believe in your TIF. Faith is a powerful, positive force. Try it and notice the shift. Type yes if you believe. God says it's the one that requires you to go deeper than you've ever gone before. Your mind may tell you it's not a good idea and bring up all the reasons why it won't work, but check your heart intuitively. If it feels it is right, say yes to the option that will allow you to grow more into your brilliance. No more straddling the fence. No more half commitments. Go forward with divine boldness. Choose the one that feels right and pulls you out of your comfort zone. Become what you believe. See it, then become it. Take a deep breath and remember you are a walking miracle. Never doubt how amazing you truly are, sending so much peace, love, and positive vibes your way. My child, be intentionally present. Let every thought, every word spoken, and every action be filled with positive energy. Pull your spirit back into this moment and remain grateful for all that's been and all that's ahead of you. Find peace in the stillness of now. Take control of your thoughts and remind yourself that you are only for the time being. This chapter will pass. This period of your life will come to an end. His version of you will one day cease to exist. Enjoy it while it's still within your reach. Treat each day like the gift that it is, and watch how beautifully your life unfolds. My child, know that life without difficulties and pain may not be possible, what a life of courage is. So choose hope, my friend, choose to be kind to yourself, be brave enough to stand by you through all of life's changes. Even if you feel stuck and overwhelmed, remember there is strength in you too. Take one more step. You have what it takes to find your way, to grow through things, to make it through those difficult and painful days. All you need is the courage to believe in ourselves. Someday all of this waiting, that the struggles, the moments of self-doubt, and wondering, all of this will make sense. But for now, have comfort in knowing that you are trying your best. Have faith that even though life has not been kind to you lately, you are learning to be kind and gentle with your self-trust that maybe the struggles are here to make you strong. Maybe through this period of waiting, you will find out things that are truly worth waiting for. And maybe by going through these moments of self-doubt and wondering, you will learn to believe in yourself. You will discover what is best for your heart as well. Remind yourself that even though it feels like forever, this is just a phase of our growing process. My child, you should be proud of the fact that you're even thinking about walking away, since it's in your nature to stay and try to fix things for as long as possible. But it's not always possible to save a friendship or relationship. Sometimes you need to walk away in order to give you both the best chance of living your best life, even if the other person doesn't respect your decision to leave. You need to remember your thoughts and feelings matter too. It's time to stop prioritizing their happiness above your own. Do what you need to do, because you are going to regret it if you allow them to continue walking all over you. Sometimes the roughest choice is the one you're going to be proudest of yourself for making in the end. So please don't keep prolonging what you know in your heart you need to do. Type Amen if you agree. God says, our heart break, our spirit breaks. Sometimes we break ourselves, and most of the time people break us, and the ones who break the home are never the ones repairing it. They're good with pulling the strings, not tying the knots. Breaking comes naturally to us. No wonder. Removing the Jenga blocks is always fun, but then there are people who draw after the watercolor spill, cook with the leftovers, and keep the dried flowers between pages. The ones who fix aren't the ones who break, but we often get deceived, 'cause we think they're holding the hammer to fix, but hammers break pretty well. God says you've been feeling a few challenges in your career and finances department lately. It's almost felt like you were blocked from moving forwards with an idea, even though you thought you had all the tools to make it happen. The Seven of Wands comes through when we are going through a period of resistance or difficulty, but it also serves as a reminder not to give up. You see the weasel in the Ace of Pentacles. The weasel observes before an engagement, so maybe there are things to notice in this time of challenge. It could also be that you're taking things to heart too much, and you're encouraged to take a step back and Reevaluate so that you can change your viewpoint. You are going to create ripples in the water, so start believing in your impact and your significance. One tiny pebble in the water creates ripples far and wide. You have no idea just how much of an impact you're going to have when this new beginning takes form, but it will be bigger than you currently believe. You're capable of finally. Someone who has wronged you, financially or opposed you at work, is receiving their karmic justice. Sometimes you may feel like the heavens are closed, or else you may feel like I don't hear your prayers. At that point, you may get temptation of give up on what you are praying and waiting for. I know you are feeling exactly same situation now, but don't give up. Because do you think I don't hear our prayers? If you don't feel like that, hold on to your faith. I will never leave anything in the mid without finishing what I have started. I know your hope is me. I also know you. Completely believe me because of that. We will never get disappointed. Trust me, your breakthrough near so. Don't give up, my child. Your worry can change you and your situation in the same way. Your faith can change you and your situation. You know which is the best, and you know nothing happens other than what I says in your life, and even you know everything happens for my purpose, so choose wisely, either faith or worry. My child, whatever's worrying you right now, forget about it. Take a step back today and consider all the options available to you. There are several different directions you can take to get to the next stage in your journey, but there's only one that's best suited to manifest our true heart's desire. The best option right now to take will be the one that scares you the most. God's saying they will treat you with just as much love and care as you deserve, and they will never leave you wondering. You will never be confused about what your place in their life is. If someone cares about you, the amount of effort they put into you won't change. Once you're together, in fact, it will get deeper, stronger, and more meaningful. If someone really cares about you, they will never leave you empty or unloved. Believe me, they won't. What you're going to realize is that good and that kindness you see in them was really everything you poured into them to make them that way. You poured and kept pouring until you got to a place where you had nothing left to give, and they weren't reciprocating it. So things faded in ways I know it breaks our heart to see. The truth is, it's always been Al that has made this work. The truth is, it's always been you that has tried. The truth is, it's always been you that have crossed oceans for only one who wouldn't inconvenience themselves to cross a puddle. And it doesn't mean they are bad. It doesn't mean you have to walk away with ill intentions, but you walk forward with the knowledge that the people who are meant for you, the people who genuinely love you and care you and value you the same way you do them, will be the easiest relationships with the easiest people. There are enough hard things in life. We don't have to make it harder, trying to force our into the hearts and lives of people we so easily welcomed into our own. God took Joseph on a detour through prison before he became a ruler over. He took Moses on a detour through he desert before he called him to be a leader. He took David on a detour running from Saul before he became king of Israel. God will take you on detours too, from fulfilling your dreams, not to stop you from getting where you want to be, but to prepare you better for it to receive all that he has in store for you years later. God will take you on detours too, from store for you. Your job right now is to trust God through the detour in your life, even though it doesn't make sense. Keep walking. Like Slash's hard you've gotten through. Difficult stuff in the past. You'll go through difficult stuff in the future. Perfection isn't going to happen. Your way isn't going to happen. You just gotta walk through things one day at a time. What helps majorly is surrender. God will take the weight off you, making the walk a lot easier, or you can shoulder the weight yourself and power through. It's a choice. Take a deep breath and give it all to God. Trust him with the weight you carry. Drop the baggage. Walk free. It was all the little things you said that poisoned the thoughts in my head. It was the way you told me who I was without knowing my past and what I hope to become. My child, when we think too hard, our thoughts become less clear. When we focus too much on our aim, we end up missing the target. And when we put too much of our attention in attaining what we want, the chase becomes elusive. Do yourself a favor and let go. Detach yourself, surrender yourself to the moment. For once, try to let things be as they are. Give up expectations. Imagine for a minute what it would imply be like to walk along the path you're on without an end goal. Take it all in your goals, your 1741. Aspirations, your expectations, your ideals, all the shoals and musts. Then let it go. Let it all go by simply practicing what needs to be done. They say patience will help you reap the rewards and give you the fruits of your labor. That is true, but to be patient, first you need to surrender first. You need to commit to the process instead of the goal, because at the end of the day, it's not when you cross the finish line that you realize you had done everything right. It's every meter you crossed and took you closer to the end goal that taught you what was right for you and what didn't work for you. Keep your heart steady, your feet firm, and your head clear. The process is the path. It always will be. The thing is that sometimes people think they know you. They know certain things about you, and they piece you together in a way that makes sense to them. And if you're insecure and don't know yourself well enough, you may even believe them. You will internalize all that they have to say about you and not realize that that is not you. That is not you at all. You will forget that other people's perception or idea of you is not necessarily who you actually are. Be receptive to more than you can imagine by gracefully letting go of what does not serve you. Stay devoted to your happiness, and you will create your miracles. Stay committed to what feeds your soul, and you will achieve success. Stay patient on your path, and you will develop your perseverance. Stay faithful to the vision of your future, and it will be fruitful. Have confidence. Your actions are creating your victory. Keep going. Your fears may be keeping you from moving forward into the life you deserve. Your greatest fear is walking into your greatness. If you simply let go of all the feelings of unworthiness, lack, low self-esteem, etc., you'd wake up tomorrow morning in what would literally be a new world. You would have this shining moment of insight. You would remember who you truly are. In that moment of remembering, all fear would vanish. Only peace and joy would remain. You would know in your heart of hearts that all is well. Not all fear is a bad thing, actually. Fear is the way we learned to navigate the world at a very young age and stay safe. It is most likely the reason why we looked both ways before crossing street or think twice before touching the hot stove again. It's when we allow fear to take over that keeps us from growing and learning new things that it becomes a problem. God saying, for me, it was over when the trust was gone, when you doubt my loyalty, even when you were the one who was seeking for someone else. My heart hurts every time I remember justifying that you loved me even when you were hurting me. My heart hurts for the girl who I was, the one who was trying to hold everything, because she still saw good in everything. I remember how I was no longer the first person you'd share your everything with. I was no longer the one you'd celebrate with. Instead, I watched you from a distance. I watched us grow distanced. Sometimes, when people grow, they grow apart. I know we shared so many dreams together, but this is me moving on from them. This is me realizing that sometimes we don't need goodbyes to end things. Sometimes things end even before we walk away from them. Maybe I'm not very good at understanding love, after all, but I do know that I love the way the sun diffuses rays of yellow, orange, pink across the skyline as it sinks. Love the way the rain pitter-patters over the pavement and splashes against taxicabs as they go uptown, downtown, and back again. I love the way the city makes me feel young and foolish, yet old and wise at the same time. I love the calm of a cool seaside breeze. I love quiet moments where I find a sense of peace. Love, after all, but I do know I love the way you laugh. I love the way you make me feel like I am not so strange. Love that you accept things I always wanted to change. I love your jagged imperfections, and I love your 3 a.m. thoughts. I love your dreams, and I love your demons. I love the way you talk. I love your spark. Love, after all, but I do know that I love your light as much as I love your dark. I love everything, everything. Everything that makes you who you are when you meet the one you choose, and the one who chooses you. Do not forget how you walked yourself through the lonely moments. Do not disregard how you picked yourself up off the floor and convinced yourself to keep taking steps, one after another, just so you could keep moving forward towards something resembling peace. When you meet the one and your heart feels full, do not forget how you filled your own cup for all this time, and how you will continue to find wholeness within yourself for the rest of your life. No matter who is next to you, you will still find wholeness within yourself when Tell me the one. Do not consider them. Our other half. You are not half, and you never were. Delight in all that the one brings to you. Revel in the light they shine on you. But always remember that you are not half, and you never were. Finished 1 Samuel yesterday, and moving into some of the Psalms, seeing the highs and lows of Saul and David made my perspective reading the Psalms so different. Knowing the backstory deeper has really opened my eyes to the deeper feeling that related to the distress, turmoil, sadness, joy, and hopefulness that lead up to those Psalms. The Bible is such a powerful tool, and even more so in context that is, been such a big takeaway of reading. The Bible chronological is the context of each book, what these people were experiencing, in full that led to the prayers they prayed, the battles they faced, and the joy they rejoiced in. David had been chosen by God, but by no means did that simply that he had it easy being obedient to God. Is not usually an easy road, but it is a worthy journey. There is no mistaking the pain so. Many go through just because they want to avoid doing it God's way. His way leads to life, doing things our way, and not God's way leads to death. God says, the truth is you never truly cared about my emotions. It was the way you disregarded my pain. It was your lack of consideration for the grief I was going through. Was you crossing every line I drew. On the pavement it was the way that the light slowly drained from my eyes. Whenever we spent time together, it was the way that you never saw me. It was the way your other friends would send me piercing glares that screamed, what is she doing here? It was the way I always felt isolated. In your company it was all these things. 11. And more that led to our downfall. You never saw the signs, and it made I realized that I didn't want you as a friend anymore. Your life is neither positive or negative, and the circumstances you encounter should not be perceived as personal attacks. Rather, your life serves as mirror reflecting the impact of your prevailing thoughts and beliefs. Your energy speaks for you before. Though do you set the standard for what you allow and don't allow by the way you lead yourself. My energy makes it clear that I am not available for drama, disrespect, cackness, shadiness, or any crossing of my boundaries. Celebrating each other is my vibe. Empowering each other is my vibe. Hyping each other up is my vibe. And I only entertain those who match my energy. Dear God, Heavenly Father, we praise your holy name. We pray for your will to be done in our life and in this world, for your way to rule here on earth. As it does in heaven, we are not in control. Lord, you are no matter the evil, opposition, and rejection we face. Let us be reminded that every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus is Lord. Every person will have to give an account of their life before Jesus, their choices and their actions. We pray for your light to be released upon the earth. We pray for spiritual eyes to be opened. Father, we release what comes next into your hands and trust you. Fully you are sovereign. You have supreme authority and absolute power over all things. Help us to step into whatever path lay before us, even when it looks different from what we think we want. We know you have bigger plans for our life, so we submit our life to your will. We will trust and obey you with an eager and joyful heart. Father, may your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. In Jesus' almighty name I pray. Amen. Dear someone, know that I knew it was over even before we said our goodbyes. I knew it was over when you'd hurt me, and instead of crying about it, I'd feel numb. I knew it was over when I stopped begging you to treat me right, but none of us had the guts to walk away and call it quits. So instead, you kept on hurting Mev, and I kept on erasing the little bits of you that I had adored. And so when you left, I was over so many things that you put me through. I know you think that I moved on too fast, but every time you'd come and pick a fight, I'd be too exhausted to get us out of it. You made me exhausted. You made me hate myself for loving you. God says this person is really confused about their own current situation. They feel that they are on a crossroad where they have two options in front of them. This person is not really clear in their mind what they need in their life right now. This person think that they cannot come towards you empty-handed. They need to make a base for them. This person don't want to be look like a villain for anyone. They want everyone to be happy with them. Your person doesn't have any type of bad intention towards the third party. This person is feeling bounded. Right now, there are a lot of responsibilities, pressure, burden on them. Currently, this person is maintaining a distance from the third person. Even if they are living in a same house, the communication between both of them is nearly no. This person wants to live their life like there's no one else in their life except you. They are dreaming about the future. The third person is suspicious about this person's intentions towards them because of their changed behavior. The third person feel like they got cheated or they got unlucky in love, relationship, or even marriage because what they wanted or wished wasn't happened. Be careful, maybe a shocking incident is going to happen with you. Dear God, this person is secretly obsessed with you. They find you very attractive and admire the way you lead your life. You come across as someone quite strong and nurturing as well, and these qualities are what this person's soul craves for. Their emotions and feelings for you are undergoing a change. They see a long-term future with you and want a beautiful family. This person is too emotional, so they will always take care of your needs. Emotionally, they are caring and a family person. You both share the same values and beliefs and complement each other quite well. Perhaps till now, this person was not aware of their own feelings for you, but now they have suddenly realized that they cannot imagine their life without you. They are craving to be with you and secretly thinking about you. They might not have revealed their true feelings or intentions towards you. Don't be fooled by their silence. There is a lot going on beneath the surface, but this person is keeping a cool exterior. You both are meant to be in each other's lives, and this is a divine union. God says you've got the Midas touch. Everything is turning out beautifully. More love, empowerment, safety, and security await you. Put your focus on getting this stable and structured through all the movement, and changes happening that are leading you to have it all. The endings happening this weekend may bring relief, sadness, or both. Know that is it helping the development and direction of you plans get grounded back into the body, and then move on with the decisions that have been made. Trust that you are moving into the light of God, and peace will prevail. God says, time is taking much longer than you'd wish, but trust the mysterious intelligence of it all. Don't close yourself off through the agony and challenge, but find a way to somehow be courageous. Deep heart healing is happening between you and another. A cut was necessary to protect the future growth from complete spoiling until it's time for the second bloom. This message finds you to tell you that you are doing it. Time will ease this situation, and we see it happening around June, the equinox. The love, the chemistry, the pain. It is all mutual. The idea of you moving on with another scares them. Too, they do cherish you. The heart is healing. The connection is not lost. A marriage proposal or reconciliation is soon to be here. My child, y'all, I love David. I know most people love David, but I really love David. I hope to meet him in heaven one day and join together in singing praises to our King. David's rule and life is wrapping up, and his son Solomon is about to take over, and David is making his final public statements before he goes away. I can't help but compare David's behavior to our current political figures, red or blue, elephant or donkey, yada, yada, yada. Majority of presidents, or really any official, always makes farewell speeches, and they always make the cliche "I'd like to thank God" statement, but a majority of their speeches only reflect on their terms and what they themselves did. But notice David's demeanor, just to note a few times. 1 Chronicles 29:10-11. Then David praised the Lord in the presence of the whole assembly. O Lord, the God of our ancestor Israel, may you be praised forever and ever. Yours, O Lord, is the greatness, the power, the glory, the victory, and the majesty. Everything in the heavens and on earth is yours, O Lord, and this is your kingdom. We adore you as the one who is over all things. But who am all, and who are my people, that we could give anything to you? Everything we have has come from you, and we give you only what you first gave us. 1 Chronicles 29:20. Then David said to the whole assembly, give praise to the Lord your God. And the entire assembly praised the Lord, the God of their ancestors. And they bowed low and knelt before the Lord and the King. Lord, help us to be humble like David. Everything comes from you, Lord. We have no right to claim territory over any inch of this world and all that it contains. Acts 9:1-7. And Saul, yet breathing out threatenings and slaughter against the disciples of the Lord, went unto the high priest and desired of him letters to Damascus to the synagogues, that if he found any of this way, whether they were men or women, he might bring them bound unto Jerusalem. And as he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined round about him a light from heaven, and he fell to the earth and heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? And he said, Who art thou, Lord? And the Lord said, I am Jesus whom thou persecutest. It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. Type 333 if you believe. My dear child, I know it's been hard sometimes. You felt like your back was completely against the wall, and you had no more strength left. Remember that I've been with you through every situation. You've been through your entire life. I was with you then, and I am with you now. Things will get better. Trust me, my child. Someone has begun to see the true colors of everyone around them, and it include their own family member and also their friends. Your person can be very smart, and they don't trust people so easy. They pretend that they are very humble and they trust everyone around them, and they have very good friendship with everyone, but in reality this person has only chosen people in their life whom they trust. Your partner feels some kind of responsibility towards the third party, and they are trying to fulfill their responsibility without any compromises.